The Toyota 2018 Dynamic Force. Toyota Prius cars aroused mixed feelings among car enthusiasts. Some of them are delighted, and others don't like them very much. However, in the near future, the car will receive an improved engine. The company has developed a 2-litre 4-cylinder engine, which has much more outstanding power than the existing 1.8-litre model. The biggest disappointment about the Toyota Prius was that the car didn't have enough power, and the manufacturer decided to fix this. The new gasoline engine Dynamic Force is more powerful than its predecessor by 34 horsepower, reaching 169 horsepower overall, with a torque of 205 Nm. Amazingly, thermal efficiency is 40% on normal drive, and 41% if you use the hybrid installation. The manufacturer doesn't call this figure a record, but it can still be considered phenomenal. Some time ago, it was believed that such thermal efficiency was simply impossible to achieve. Engineers redesigned the interior too, paying special attention to the characteristics of the airflow of the engine, with direct injection into the cylinders and intake ducts. The descending flow of the intake mixture was optimized, which made it possible to achieve combustion efficiency. The compression ratio is 13:1, which adds power with each rotation of the shaft. The engine will be featured in the 2019 Corolla, as well as the Toyota Auris, and then the Toyota Prius. Quasi-turbine. The engine that you see on the screen has a rotor design. Pay attention to the number of parts rotating in the oval cavity. They provide variable capacity, necessary to implement suction, compression, expansion stroke, and exhaust. The inventor speaks of the engine as a multi-link mechanism, which rolls around the central part. Interestingly, the motor can consist of a different number of links, so the number of working strokes made by the car in one full turn varies. However, with any configuration, the number of working strokes of the quasi-turbine is greater than that of a conventional piston engine. A few years ago, a prototype chainsaw was created called the zero-vibration quasi-turbine chainsaw. The main feature of the engine is that the percentage of harmful gases in its exhaust is very low. VC Turbo. Here is the world's first serial variable compression car engine. It can transform depending on the situation in order to optimize power and efficiency. Specialists from the company Infinity called the new VC Turbo one of the most technologically advanced internal combustion engines in history. The motor was equipped with a multi-link system that adapts the stroke height of the pistons. Thanks to this feature, the engine can smoothly switch between 8:1 and 14:1 compression ratios. Working as a low coefficient provides high power and torque. Working at a high coefficient increases efficiency, significantly reducing fuel consumption. The innovative control system is able to autonomously decide which mode is more suitable in any given situation. Thus, Infinity specialists managed to assemble an engine that shows the output power of a 4-cylinder turbo engine, but at the same time consumes fuel like a diesel engine. Engine capacity is 249 horsepower too. The manufacturer claims that the VC Turbo is 27% more economical than other engines. In addition, its vibration noise is 20 decibels less than that of competitors. SkyActiv X. Some time ago, it became known that Mazda specialists are going to equip the Mazda 3 model 2019 with a new gasoline engine of the SkyActiv X family. It's noteworthy that it has unique structural features. Before Mazda, no one had tried to put such a motor into mass production, being limited exclusively to prototypes and experiments. The peculiarity of the engine is that it uses homogeneous charge compression ignition technology, or HCCI. It turns out that the SkyActiv-X provides something like a diesel cycle on gasoline. The manufacturer claims that this feature will allow gasoline engines to become 30% more economical. However, the experts had to develop a variation of HCCI for this engine, known as SCCI, or Spark-Controlled Compression Ignition. The compression ratio in the 2-litre SkyActiv-X is outstanding, reaching 15:1. It's possible thanks to the fact that the engine is equipped with a driven supercharger. C-Tech 2. Engines with a dual injection system are being produced by the company Arctic Cat. This is a rare combination of increased power, ultra-low oil consumption, and new standards for performance and exploitation. The manufacturer claims that the new 8000 C-Tech 2 is 30% more economical in oil consumption at low revs. The specialists also managed to increase the torque at low and medium speeds by 36%. The 8000 C-Tech 2 runs on gasoline. Its capacity is 794 cubic centimeters. A notable feature is the upgraded system, known as Arctic Power Valve. It provides 3-stage control of auxiliary outlets through side valves, as well as a 3-stage control of the main exhaust window. The 1250cc Boxer engine. The new motorcycles, the R1250GS and the R1250RT from BMW, which will be released in 2019, received an improved Boxer engine with shift cam technology. It allows you to adjust the lift and the opening time of the intake valves. The specialists managed to squeeze even more power out of the improved engine and increase the torque. It shows smoothness and balance, especially at low revs. It also provides lower fuel consumption, as the motorcycle will emit much less harmful gases into the atmosphere. It's noteworthy that the camshafts open intake valves asynchronously, which leads to increased turbulence of the intake air. This in turn guarantees better mixing and combustion. Other interesting features of the engine include a camshaft gear chain drive instead of a roller chain. Also, the oil flow has been optimized, as the cylinder now has 2 nozzles. Polaris 850 Patriot. For the past 5 years, Polaris has been working on an improved engine. The result was the 850 Patriot engine, with almost none of the traditional components used in other engines of the company. The only elements taken from other motors include the spark plugs, 2 sensors, and some fasteners. The 850 Patriot has been completely redesigned, and it's received new, highly efficient and durable pistons that have an increased compression height and thickness. The low-inertia crankshaft is durable, tough, and also light. All this allowed a 13% reduction in inertia and a faster response time to a change in the position of the throttle plate. The cylinders and cylinder heads have also been designed in such a way that they can be optimally cooled. The design of the combustion chambers and exhaust ports is also new and has been patented. The updated technical components include the 3-stage power valve system EVES2, and the exhaust pipe and resonator have increased throughput, creating significantly less noise.